Welcome back to another video from Chute Droids. We have a couple of cool announcements to make. I've been teasing a few new products over the last week or two, and I want to show off what we have available. And to do that, I actually have a special guest that I want to invite in over here. Brent, welcome
Hey,
back. Welcome back to the
hey,
Chute Droids YouTube channel videos.
yes,
So
yes.
for those who don't know, and I'm assuming if you're watching these videos, you do, but Brent is the main artist who does all of our kind of base sets ever since the first initial commission of a Bad Mo. Brent has been doing all of my design, concept arts, and final designs for up to six, and we're working on the seventh right now. But we have a very special and very personal product that we want to announce, which Brent was like, we have to do a video for it, and we have to have him on the line. So, Brent, welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are things going in Australia? I know it's about 10 degrees outside Fahrenheit here. I think it's about the exact opposite for you.
Wow, man, we broke some records. We just had, I think, 10 days in a row of over 104. Almost everything outside is dead, and it's the worst. It's terrible. And I've been here my whole life, and we're still breaking records, which is terrible. I don't want to be in those record breaking times. But but yeah, it's been shockingly hot. But today is different. Today's the first time we've had a little bit of relief, and I'm enjoying that.
Nice. Well, it's a perfect time then to get on a chat. So, we have something really cool to announce. To
Mm.
give a little background, most people like myself, I didn't even know these existed until a few years ago. But again, there is life outside of the United States, apparently. And there were Garbage Pail Kids outside of the United States as well. And back in the late 80s, there was something called the Garbage Gang, right? Which was released in a couple of different countries, but in New Zealand and Australia, right? You guys had the Garbage Gang, right, in the late 80s, not Garbage Pail Kids.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had the Garbage Gang. So my entire history of knowing Garbage Pail Kids all stems from the Garbage Gang. I myself didn't even know they were called Garbage Pail Kids until the movie came out. So I guess I was collecting the stickers in the late '80s, and then I imagine I'm guessing the movie came out late '80s as well.
Something like that.
So I probably saw the movie when I was you know early '90s or something like that, and that was when we had to make the connection, like, oh, it's Garbage Gang, it's Garbage Pail Kids, it's the same thing. And that was when we learned that about Tops, because Garbage Gang stickers were not made by Tops here. They were licensed out. And so yeah, I had that education pretty early, but it's not the Garbage Pail Kids that sort of I remember, the ones that we're all collecting today.
Yep, and as well, right? Unlike Garbage Pail Kids here, they were a little smaller size, right? They were about, instead of a three and a half by 2.5, they were what, like I think I said here, 3 point by two
About
point
three by
one,
two. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, they're a smaller sticker. They don't sit in the binders. They they I don't know. I guess the same a vehicle for bubblegum maybe, but I don't know why they were smaller, because the company that made the Garbage Gang stickers also made a lot of other top sets, as Star Wars. Sorry, not Star Wars. RoboCop and Batman and other things like that. And those cards were standard 2.5 by 3.5 inch cards. I don't know
Hmm.
why the Garbage Gang stickers were smaller. I'm not sure whether it was the same in the UK. The UK
Yeah.
also had Garbage Gang, but I'm not sure what size they were. Uh,
Yeah, for
yeah,
what
I
I
don't know the
understand, I
answer to
think
that.
it was like there were test prints or something. Again, I am not the expert here, but yeah, like there was some kind of a test prints or something from the UK that was sent to Australia and New Zealand, and they used that
Right.
similar
Okay.
size. But because I think they were called Garbage Gang later on in the sets too, in the UK, where it started out as Garbage Pail Kids and then it changed to Garbage Gang.
Right.
Interestingly
Okay.
enough. But yeah, so we have something which is a nice little homage to the Garbage Gang. We are coming up with a exclusive set called Garbage Shoot Gang.
Yes.
So, Brent, if you, I know you have it over there. So we are producing a new set, which is going to be it's going to be a 10 card set. It will have our 6 existing Garbage Chute Droids characters, but with a Garbage Chute Gang header. It's going to have 3 sketches, 2 that Brent did, and 1 other by another Australian artist Simon Treese, who's amazing. And Brent here is doing all of the printing and packaging all in Australia. Everything is kind of trying to be as authentic as possible. So if you want to start too, we have a couple of other interesting points about it, but let's show off that amazing. If I can figure out how do I get you just. There
we go. So that's the packaged pack of 10 cards there, and that's all. Everything in this pack is all done here in Western Australia. So all of the printing, the packaging, the cutting, the sealing, everything, the collating is all done by myself, and it's all on really nice, not vintage 80s stock, Adam. This is all in nice, shiny, double gloss laminated 360 GSM cardstock. The cards, even though they're smaller, they're nice and thick. They do feel like a premium card. They do feel like, an old Tops or Upper Deck basketball card would have felt like in the 90s. So they're definitely not flimsy. They're not the budget version. I use a very reputable commercial printing firm over here. There's nothing. It's not online or mail order or anything like that. It's everything is hands-on. I deal with the printing people. We went through a lot of back and forth, didn't we, with the cropping and making sure that things line up properly. So there's definitely, this isn't just a straight rehash of stuff that you've seen before. This is, this is many hours have gone not into just the planning, but also rejigging the artwork and making sure that we've allowed that extra space so that we're not having too many centering issues and that we're not cutting off things. And you'll probably explain why that's so important, won't you?
I will. Yeah. But yeah, just to show. So I'll also show, I have right here, we actually did a test run, a proof set a couple months ago, just to see if the sizing is right. Because holding that pack up, it's hard to tell. But so this was the test run that we did. This would be a normal kind of regular, and you can see, if I can do this backwards, that it is, you have it right there, a bit smaller. Yeah. So we'll kind of zoom in there. So you can see how the regular Bad Motivator compared to that size, it is a bit different. So there's a couple of really cool, unique things about these cards. And do you have an open set of them as well? So if we want to point out a couple of the things.
Yeah. I have a second pack here, so I'm gonna try and open this, and hopefully it opens nice and clean. It might not.
So that is one thing, and something else we'll talk about later. You might need some scissors. These aren't like the old kind of cello packs, which again, it's also in a cello pack. Not, we've been doing wax packs for the last year and a half, and the original Garbage Gang stickers in Australia were also done in a cello pack, which is why we did it here. But you'll also notice as he was holding the back there, part of the reason Brent was talking about the cutting was this is the first time we're actually doing, if you want to start at the back of the cards, we're doing a puzzle. We're doing a 9-piece Bad Motivator Garbage Gang puzzle. So if you see the header, garbage, shoot, and then it has gang at the end of it.
It's this one.
It's hard to do it backwards, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
No, one more.
What am I doing wrong?
I think you missed one more. There we go.
There it is, gang.
So it actually has the Garbage Gang. So first off, we had to be very careful with how we were cutting, but you might also know that top card that Brent is posting there is a checklist. If you want to show the checklist, so here's something that's kind of really interesting is the original Garbage Gang checklist card in Australia was actually a white background. It actually had red highlights. I even went with blue just because it matched our Garbage Chute Droids banner. But you can notice instead of the regular yellow background, we actually went with a white background just to be very similar with the original. And it even has that nice in the corner there. I don't know if you're able to see it. It has the printed in Australia logo, which we are starting to do. I did it on the most recent Junky JACKu autograph card as well. So it is a cello. Instead of doing a printing on the actual plastic, we did a header card or a wrapper card, which is the checklist card is also the back, the wrapper card. So we did it. When we started looking at it, actually, it's interesting, you have the the Assassin Droid on here. a couple of small differences that we did make with these cards as well. Not just instead of making them smaller, not just changing the header to say Garbage Chute Gang, but you'll notice on a regular Garbage Chute Droids, like Assassin Droids, Head Blast is usually in front of the banner, which is very similar to how it was in the Garbage Pail Kids. Same thing for the Anthony Dangles and the Junky JACKu, but actually, Garbage Gang back in Australia too, the headers were in front of all of the, I think all or most of the art. So little nods like that, we really try to make it as kind of authentically Garbage Gang homage as possible. And it is just an amazing, amazing set that we came up with. So yeah, anything else, Brent, that you want to just point out about the set before we get into some of the details about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the point that's you're making is we're not just taking the Garbage Chute Droids artwork and just printing it smaller. You know, the work went into redesigning the logo, and anyone who's heard me talk about working with you specifically is that there is a lot of back and forth about spacing and you know what I'm like with aesthetics. So like you know you're quite picky on the you know some of the design elements, and then I'm quite picky about things like wording, what seems simple, what appeals to the eye, what draws the eye, what's too many words, what's not enough words, and things like that. And that's where a lot of the work into these went. So I mean, we've been talking it. Do you know off to the top when we started talking about this? This has got to be months old, right?
At least 6 months or so. I mean, this was going back because this was before we printed any of the Junky JACKu stuff, because we printed the proof cards along with the last set. So this has got to be going back to probably August or September, sometime late summer, that we've had this pretty much just between the two of us and like one or two other people. It's a secret I wanted to get out, but I just really wanted to be special when we got out there. So
yeah, I mean, I think it's cool, and with me learning more about Garbage Pail Kids is that there is this obsessive following, you know, for people, for the international sets, you know, the people who are the completionists. They want the Japanese, they want the Australian, they want all the different versions of everything, and the Australian ones are unique, not just in the fact that it's gang instead of, you know, kids or droids or whatever, but more that, you know, the sizing is different, the coloring on the checklist is different. There's more than, I mean, when you're talking about Garbage Pail Kids, we all had the straight banner instead of the curved banner. There's more that is different about this set than might be at a glance. You know, if you were to flash a Garbage Pail Kids sticker and if you were to flash a Garbage Gang sticker, they might look very similar. But they're not. Like you said, you know, certain things that were in front or behind banners, design choices that Topps made back in the day were not the same design choices that the licensee made. And so we've sort of done those things, haven't we? Like we've gone, well, it's not just the size, it's the banner, it's the printed in Australia thing, which makes it unique. It's having it in packages, you know, it'd be very easy for us to just go, you know, here's 10 cards, have them. But you know, we've done a bit of research into, well, you know, this isn't the final this is the final packaging, but it's not the first packaging I bought. I have stacks and stacks of unopened different kinds of plastic bags elsewhere, and these are the ones that were thick. You know, we don't want them to be too flimsy, and we do also, I mean, the whole point of having the wrapper card was, back in the day, you don't care about tearing open the wrapper goes in the trash. Whereas now, I mean, everything's a collector's item. The whole purpose of this is to be sort of like a collector's item. So why not, you know, if you're going to ruin the wrapper anyway, you might as well just make the wrapper a card. And that worked out really, really well, because getting hold of clear bags was easy. Doing printed wrappers would have meant having to do, you know, a 10 to 15,000 unit run, which is obviously not going to happen.
No, it's not.
So this was a great middle ground. It was a way to have sort of the best of both worlds. Yeah, I think it turned out great. I think I initially thought like, it'd be cool. Like it'll be, you know, it'll be what it is. It'll be what I think it is. And then today, when I first, you know, started doing the sealing and the trimming, and I saw it actually in the bag and felt it, and it's like, oh, it's nice thick plastic. All the cards, I know how nice the cards are. it was really cool. Like it's a weird thing, that collector mind of like something in the packet. Like it's just, it has that like weird appeal.
Yeah.
You know, I put those in that packet myself, and it was still fun to open it.
Hey, I know the feeling. Again, I do hundreds of wax packs, and every time I do it, it's still like sealing every one of them. It's still just a cool feeling. And then when you open it and you hear the little click open, it's fun.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, we're not doing thousands of sets. So this is going to be a very limited set. We're going to just do 100 sets of these. Every one of them, as Bro was saying, is going to be hand packed. Put in there in the wrapper. So they're going to be 100 sets. They're going to be only $15 plus shipping each, which is, we thought very reasonable. We're going to do it as a pre-order because right now all of these are over in Australia. So that way we know how many to ship out to me, how many Brent is going to ship out. So we're going to start it. We'll have a post within the next couple of days. The pre-order period will probably be 2 to 3 weeks, sometime like that. We'll know the specifics very soon. But you'll see here on the bottom here, what we're going to do is also a little special incentive. So I was mentioning those proof cards that Brent and I did. So these were the original cards, which, by the way, this was before we started to do some of the details. And you'll notice, just kind of zoom in on here real quickly, unlike I was talking about before, this time the artwork is actually over the banner, because on the proof card, we didn't really think about that. But by the time we got to the finals, we changed it. But the special thing about this is two things. One, Brent and I don't know if we can't really zoom in for whatever reason. It's not coming in well. Brent and I both hand autographed everyone and numbered. So there's 100 of these, each one numbered from 1 to 100. And 10 of these will be available in those pre-order packs. So we're going to put those 10 aside to start. And then as we get the pre-orders in, we are going to mix in those into the pre-order. So again, we're not going to know which they are. But if you get in on the pre-order, you have at worst, 1 in 10 chance of picking up one of those proof dual auto cards. If we only sell 50 during the pre-order, you have a 1 in 5 chance. And then the other 50 that are not part of the pre-order, we're still going to look to sell all 100 of them, but you won't be able to get one of those special ones. That will just be kind of something afterwards. So be on the lookout in the next couple of days for the ordering information. Like I said, it's going to be $15 US per pack plus shipping, which I do as a flat $5 fee for anywhere in the US. International is that cost. And then once the pre-order is done, Brent and I will split them up. He will package them up, mail them out to me in the US, and then I will forward them out to everybody else around here. And then any locally within on that part of the world, Brent will take care of the shipping on his side. Did I miss anything, Brent? What
only that you forgot to mention that if you order 50 packs, you have a 1 in 2 chance of getting an autograph. So
you know what? If you order 50 packs, I will send you. We have a very special version of these. We have a couple of artist proof versions of these. I will make sure you get one, no matter.
Sorry, that number was wrong. It's not 1 in 2, but yeah, if you order 50 packs, you get 5 autographs, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll guarantee you one. But
they're really exciting. I haven't seen those. I haven't seen them in the ones that I have, the leftover ones. Like I have them stored away in that. And even when you put out, there's something about seeing the blue Tops pen, autograph and that's really, really. It's really cool. Yeah. Even though I know it's my autograph.
It's cool seeing mine. I mean, you get your autograph on things all the time. Like nobody ever asked for my autograph. So it's kind of cool getting putting mine on there as well. So but yeah, then you'll this won't be the only chance to get those. We'll have these proof cards will be in future wax packs as hits. I'll probably do a couple of giveaways. We have 100 of them. Only 10 are going into these sets, and at least 10 will go into the next wax pack. So it does give us others for our future opportunities. Maybe we'll expand the Garbage Chute Gang line as well with future releases. Now, we also didn't show. I mentioned that there were 3 exclusive, all new exclusive sketches, 2 by you and 1 by Simon. I don't know. Should we keep them a secret and let people find them on their own? Do you think we should show them off? Maybe show one of them off. What do you think?
Sure, we'll show one of them off.
Let's show one.
Well, I won't be greedy then, so I won't show one of mine off. I'll show Simon's.
So Simon, if you don't know him, he is an amazing artist. He's done a bunch of sketches for me as well. But show off one of his. He is from Australia. So he is one of our deteriorated. Couple of little Australian flares mixed in there. Little Jar Jar head. I think we all want. Wouldn't mind seeing Jar Jar's head in a grave. But you'll notice too, we changed the banner on this one. It's this one as well. It says Garbage Chute Gang. But yeah, so that's one of them. And let's show one of yours. We'll keep one a secret, but let's show one of yours. You can choose which one you like. But Brent did 2 special ones just for this set. Actually, it's also interesting. This is the only time so far that you have a reproduction Brent set as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I didn't. I usually sort of stay away from that. I didn't want to take the shine away from some of the other artists that work on it. I do enough work on Garbage Chute Droids as it is. So here's one of mine, which is sort of taking a bit of a joke at ourselves with the shrimp on the Barbie. We don't have shrimp on the Barbie. That would be a waste of money. So we put it on there, a bit of a Crocodile Dundee reference and a bit of everything mixed there, and R5's head being used as a barbecue grill, and the trusty tongs and the flies hanging around like they do.
So those are 2. It's end of show 2, but we'll keep the other one, Brent's other sketch, which is one.
I really like the other one, but we'll tease that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find a way how I can get that from you, because I want that other one in my collection one of these days. So there you have it. Again, just a quick recap. 100 sets, 10 cards per set, all printed, wrapped, everything in Australia. Look very soon for the post about how to pre-order these. $15 each. At worst 1 in 10 chance to get one of the proof cards. And yeah, I'm really excited for this set. It's been so long that we've been talking about it, and I can't wait to get them in hand, because they look so cool when you showed me the picture earlier today.
Yeah, well, my job now is to go and take 2,000 odd Garbage Chute Gang cards and organize them into sets, and just sit with some headphones in and just make 100 packs, right?
I know the feeling. So speaking of packs, though, I want to show off something else which has been in the work, and something else I teased out a couple of days ago, which is also just pure nostalgia for cards, for anyone who collects cards. The wax packs, everybody knows the wax packs, but there's one other type of pack, there's a bunch of type of pack. But one thing I want to show off, and something that's new coming to Garbage Chute Droids, rack packs. So these are a perfect homage again to the Garbage Pail Kid rack packs. These are, wrapped up in here, has a special all new header card. This is what I teased out. And these are going to be 12 cards and 1 sticker. There's a 1 sticker shown in the back, and it's going to be a hobby pack, one of my Series 3 hobby packs. Oops, upside down. So I made 50 of these to start. If they do well, maybe we'll do more. Then can be selling them for $8 each. So the hobby pack alone goes for $4. And the hobby pack has 9 cards and or stickers, usually 8 cards and 1 sticker, or 7 cards and 2 stickers. So you get 9 to start, and then it's going to be 12 more cards and 1 more sticker. So you're getting about another 1.5 times the amount of cards, only for double the price. I'm going to make them, and you can see kind of on here, they do come in. I have kind of all the different wax pack colors available. I will try to honor the wax pack colors, but everyone, I just grabbed a few at random, or kind of
all random. Just for the record, Adam, I said it was too cheap. I said
you did,
and I know that makes me sound like an infomercial person, but I mean, over here, a pack of Pokemon cards is $8. The chances of getting anything good in one of those is like, nothing. So $8 is totally reasonable.
Yep. Yeah. And again, I tried to figure out something, I think anyone who's talked to me about this knows, I'm not getting rich on this. I won't lie. I'm definitely making a little bit of cash.
What do you mean?
Hey, I wish. I'm not that big. But it's, I kind of put myself in, if I was a collector, I think $8 seems reasonable. I think once you start getting to $10, $15, it's kind of a little much, but $8 per pack. It is just, these are a whole lot of fun. If they do well, I will definitely try to make some more. There are no hits in here. Like there's no, in the sense of there's no metal cards, no sketch cards. Maybe we'll do collector rack packs at some point, but there are some kind of what I call bonus hits, do-it-yourself sketches. I threw some limited edition cards in here. There are a couple of other things like some the action figure cards that are kind of only limited if you buy the action figures. So you can get a couple of cool stuff in here. It's not just the regular cards, but it's a mix of everything from our Series 1 contest to artist reproductions to Series 3, our original cards to the new ones. I mean, you can get a little bit of everything in here. And it's just, yeah. So all you have to do is $8 each. Tell me the kind of the pack color you want. If I have those available, you can have them. But I'm just going to, pretty much grab it. They just look like this. So I don't even see what it is. I'm going to grab one, plop it in there and sell it. And these are available right away. There's no pre-order on these. I have 50 of these available. And just let me know. Sounds like somebody's calling for you, Brent. Yeah,
it's someone's nap time.
Mine? No. Oh, I wish. I don't get nap times anymore. Wasted on the youth. But yeah, so 2 big new products. We got our Garbage Chute Gang sets, which we'll be pre-ordering very soon. We got the rack packs available now. We still have all of our stuff. We still have our collector's coins, action figures. I still have the Junky JACKu sets. You can get the big Jack, little Jack, ultra Jack. You just get stickers. I have all of the vinyl die cut stickers. Which, by the way, in our my research of Garbage Gang, I didn't realize that those weren't die cut either. Right? Because I know we did the die cut stickers. Those were they inverted the arrow when they weren't.
Correct. All the arrows are pointing up, and they're just a peel and stick sticker. Yeah,
which is pretty much how they do it now. But yeah, so we have a whole lot of stuff, a ton of stuff available. If you're interested, I have, I'm wearing the shirt now. I even have a cool pillow. I have a TeePublic site where you can get stuff. If you have a sketch, you know something that's not on there, let me know. I can always add more stuff on here. You can check out a lot of my stuff at GarbageChuteDroids.com. But mostly I'm just on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That's really the best place I know to get to me. I'm just at Garbage Chute Droids and all of those. Brent, I don't know if you want to give any of your socials, how people can get in touch with you.
Yeah, I'm Brent. I'm Grilled Cheese Designs. Yeah, if they're watching this, then they know.
So yep, and there's a chance you can get a card with both of our autographs, numbered proof card. All you have to do is pre-order one of our new Garbage Chute Gang sets, which we have very soon. I cannot wait to get those in hand. They look so cool when you show them. I want them. So let's see another picture of those. Show them again.
Yeah, and I even did the little crinkly cut across the top there, just an extra little feature, something. But it's not a nothing pack. They're pretty thick. They're pretty. They're sturdy stuff, and like I said, they're gloss laminated both sides. So not only is it the thickest bond cardstock we can get for regular printing, but on top of that, it's gloss laminated on both sides, which is an extra 2 processes on top of having to print the cards as well. So, like I said, these cards they're thick. They feel good. They look really good. The printing's super sharp on them. And double laminated, they're virtually waterproof as well. So yeah. Look, this is another one of those, kind of, I'll say stupid idea. It's not a stupid idea. It's a great idea, but another one of those ideas when you start looking at fandom and things that you collect and stuff. It's when you start to dig deeper. When you're a kid, you sort of take for granted all the different variants. You're not a kid in 1977 and knowing what an A back and a B back and all these different things that go along with toys and the Australian variants and Japanese variants and that. We're just, without the internet and stuff, everything's so closed. And now that you have things like Facebook and the internet and stuff, everything opens right up and you get to know what was released all over the world. And you know what? There will be casual fans. Obviously Garbage Chute Droids is a mixture of Garbage Pail Kids fans and Star Wars fans. And some of those people are only casual fans in one sense or the other. So a lot of the people who would be watching this may be either leaning more on the garbage pail side and less on the Star Wars side, or vice versa. So there would be definitely people who are watching this who wouldn't even know still that there is a thing called the Garbage Gang, and that might be really intriguing to them. And there might also be some Garbage Pail Kids collectors who never got a chance to even hold a Garbage Gang card and even sort of kind of get that sort of strange feeling of having something that's familiar but also different, and then being able to compare the two, so you can get your Bad Mo and you can get your Bad Mo Gang, and sort of see where the differences lie. And it just is another thing to add to your rainbow. The only downside is that they're smaller, so they look weird in a thing, but they also look cool in my actual Garbage Gang collection. You know, the stickers are smaller in the binders, but it makes them interesting. It's almost like collecting tobacco cards or something, you know, like those old baseball cards that were smaller.
Yep. Yeah, because again, like in my top loader, it's like it looks weird. Like there's so much empty space on the sides, but
maybe it draws your eye to it more. Yeah. But look, yeah, it came out great. It came out probably better. It came out better than I thought. I thought it's a good idea. It means more to me maybe than it means to some people, but I think now that it's done, and now that I've seen them in hand and thinking of the mind, and I've met plenty of people from all over the world, and I've been around the world, and then I think that would be something new and interesting. And if people are showing off cards and showing stuff to to friends or other collectors, there's so many points of difference there to sort of say, hey, well, that's really interesting.
Yep, and I know we have a bunch of kind of really cool things planned because we've really gone down to the twice a year, about every 6 month release. So something like this allows us to give us a release in the middle. We're trying to see what other options there are. Maybe we'll go to the Israeli and the Japanese. We'll kind of go to all the whole foreign licensees.
Maybe you'll have to put that one out to a vote.
Yeah, which one next? So. But either way, stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe we'll see how well this one goes, and if it works out well, maybe we'll do another. But Brent, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's always good to see your face, not just text on a phone during an IM chat. And
yeah, I'm glad you kept those windows closed there, because if I could see snow outside, I would be really, really jealous right now.
No, you won't, because it's all icy snow. It has not gone above freezing in a few days. I can go for some heat right now.
This sounds amazing.
Well, hopefully we can meet somewhere in the middle sometime soon, because I'm done. Sure. All right. Well, have a great night. Thanks again. And everybody be on the lookout for some posts very soon. All right. Bye.